Hey guys, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be updated every time I make a new video. Thanks, let's begin. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and
I keep chasing that same old devil down the same old dead-end highway.
my name is Brian Gatto, and I just got back from seeing Twisters. Hell yeah. Dude, I feel like this was more my crowd because when Top Gun Maverick came out, everyone's like, oh, this is my kind of movie. And I'm like, I didn't see the original until this new one came out. And even then I was like, this is it. I haven't seen the new Maverick one yet, but I mean, Maverick isn't the first one who's the name of Tom Cruise's character. Regardless, I saw Twister when I was really young. I was probably like under 10 years old, to be honest, because it came out in 96. I was 3, and I saw it a little bit after that. So, hell yeah. I was really young, and it scared the shit out of me. It's probably one of the reasons I hate bad weather, because you know, I mean, everyone has their reaction to something like that, because most people became interested in weather, or at least intrigued. I was terrified. I never was one to really chase my fears, like they said in this movie, you're Adam. So call me a coward, but pussy, pussy, pussy alert right here. Anyway, what did I think of this new movie? Twisters. We're going for the alien to aliens treatment. I loved it. I loved it. I knew that it was getting good reviews, and the people are enjoying it and enjoying it for the reasons because it was like the original. I did not expect to have those feelings. The first one, super energetic cast, amazing special effects, especially for 1996. Come on now. Also, the cast, stacked, perfect. Helen Hunt, awesome. Bill Paxton, awesome. Awesome. Philip Seymour Hoffman, highlight. But in the whole making of that film is just incredible. Like, they had test footage ready, visual effects wise, to have in trailers, or to at least get investors interested. And it was like, yeah, we can do this, but for a full feature. This one kind of loses that, because now everyone's seen something like this. They've seen an action-packed natural disaster movie where everything just goes to shit, and the effects are amazing. There's nothing new anymore. But with this one, what they tried to do instead of trying to top the original in terms of effects was have a cast and a story that was akin to the original but doing its own thing. There were nice little callbacks here and there, but nothing too crazy. One of them was when Kate is going up to her apartment for the night and her coworker says, I'm glad you're back, and she's like, I'm not back. I think that was the furthest it really went in terms of callbacks besides Dorothy, the catalyst for trying to get these tornadoes readings and just make them stop. Other than that, the I'm not back is the only real callback I noticed, but there could have been more. But I was like, that's well done, because it fits into the story. It's not just shoved in there like, oh hey, here's a member berry over here. Like, oh yeah, I remember when she said that. No, it actually plays into her whole character. Like, she wants to be back in New York in a week. There you go. And I love the part where she's going across the street while talking to her coworker. I forgot his name. Shit. Anyway, she's going across the street. She says, "Oh yeah, I love New York. The people are really nice." And then a cab almost hits him. Like, "Go get out of the road, asshole!" So awesome. This movie is not trying to preach to anyone about anything that's amazing besides what it's about, which is tornadoes. This awesome force of nature. There's no talk of climate change or political beliefs or even really religion, to be honest, because it's like, it just wants to tell its story. It wants to have a fun time doing it with fun characters. I thought the cast was really good. Glenn Powell is definitely the highlight, as well as the girl who played Kate. I forgot her name, but anyway, Glenn Powell, awesome character. I know people are probably going to be like the same way they were with Jurassic World Dominion, with Ellie Sattler and Alan Grant's age difference, and these two characters have like a 10-year age difference. But dude, if you could, you would. I think that's part of the reason at the end they don't do something where I thought they were going to, but I thought it was handled very well. The last line in the film is over an intercom, and it's the best line they could have ended it with. I loved it. I loved this movie. Like, I feel like I said in the beginning, where Top Gun Maverick was everyone else's movie, this was my kind of movie. It's the big hit of the summer. It's the Top Gun Maverick of this year, hopefully, depending on box office results. But in terms of people really caring and connecting with it, it's that. It's Top Gun Maverick of this year.
We got twins! Twins!
The effects, really good. I didn't notice anything too shoddy. The opening scene is really good, too. I had a feeling, because I had seen the trailers, how it was going to be set up and everything. Like, oh, this guy's going to stay behind while she and her friends go that way, and something tragic happens. And I was like, oh yeah, so he's going to be the guy throughout the movie who's like trying to get her to go along with him on this journey. Yeah. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't watch the trailers. Anyway, amazing visual effects. Even for like 2024, which we've had amazing effects, we've had shitty effects. These are really good effects. This is a $200 million movie, a $200 million price tag. I am not sure why. I don't know how Twisters from 1996 cost like, what, $90 million? Or something like that. And this was like, oh yeah, we should spend a little bit more. I mean, Helen Hunt was a big name in 96. So was Bill Paxton, and Philip Seymour Hoffman, I think, was too. I guess inflation, which I'm surprised they didn't bring that up either. Because one of the subplots of the story is that this guy is trying to make money off of people's tragedies, and it's not like, oh well, there's this huge inflation, he needs more money. There's nothing like that. There's nothing touchy or nothing pushy. I love it. Unlike some other people in the media, they're like, oh, why doesn't this talk about climate change? Because we're not here for that. And speaking of climate change, I would be remiss not to mention Deep Blue Sea and Deep Blue Sea 3, which are both also Warner Brother properties. I feel that Deep Blue Sea 3 is the closest shark movie to feel like Deep Blue Sea 1 since, well, the original Deep Blue Sea. And I feel Warner Brothers understands this. Like, they want you to go back and enjoy what you're watching. I mean, oh, Deep Blue Sea 3 is very preachy, even though the climate change angle is just a ploy. But I feel like they grew upon that and were like, Twisters, we'll make it feel like the original, but we'll cut out any preachy shit. So yeah. I mean, not the original was preachy at all. It wasn't. I mean, they understand it very well now. They're like, oh, well, if the audience wants this, we give them that, and we don't do what the executives want. We don't do what everyone else wants. Like, watch what happens. My God, you make millions, not just a big flop. When I was watching some of the trailers before the theater, Black Wicked Witch from Wizard of Oz, that might do well, and it looks shit, to be honest. Not to get onto that too much.
Is that it? Nope.
I'll tell you my stance on it. If you made, let's say you made a famous black character or a famous black person in history white. Uh-oh. We've got a problem. You make a famous white person in history or a famous character darker skinned or black. It's alright. It's okay. Fuck you. Fuck you. That's racism reversed. So, I hate that. I hate that so much. Anyway, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm sure a lot of moviegoers do too. Now, people in the comment section will probably be like, oh, well, name one movie that does that? And I'm like, there isn't, because they're too afraid to. And they know the backlash that will come of it. Now that we're in this accepting and loving society, we're afraid to have our own opinions. We're afraid to share them. So yeah. It probably won't happen in a big Hollywood movie, to be honest. Or even a low-budget film. They're just too afraid. They either have to make their money back on a low-budget film or make people happy with a big-budget film. You can't have both. You can't have your way. I know this. I'm talking more politics than Twisters did. That's pretty sad. Let's get back to Twisters. Awesome movie. I think I've said that 3 times now, maybe 4. The music was good. I love the song, No Love in Oklahoma. Ain't No Love in Oklahoma, whatever it was by Luke Combs. Great song. One of the few country songs I like. I'll have to get more into country now because, damn, that was a rockin' tune. We're on the way home. Me, my brother, and my mom were talking about it, and we're like, man, it's country rock. I was like, what if we call it cocktree? Or country? Or cunt boy? Or cock boy? Oh man, this video ain't gonna be going over well with some people. Anyway, yeah, it's just I enjoyed the hell out of it. I don't really have too much else to say. I think the music in the first film, as like in terms of score, like the musical score, the motion pictures, the soundtrack, was a lot better. Benjamin Wallfish is hit or miss with me. He did great with It Chapter 1 and 2. He did good with, what was that other one? Did he do Annabelle Creation? He might have. Lights Out, he was good too. Hellboy, what the hell is that? I don't know why he made the score like that. And this one, I'm like, there's some hints of the original film score, but not enough. And it doesn't start super dark and eerie. It starts like Jurassic World, like not like with vocals, but just the music. It's like it should have, like, the logos were darker than the music itself. I was like, that doesn't really fit. Like here's dark imagery of our logos with lightning in the background and dark clouds, mystical, whimsical music playing in the background. I'm like, you're not quite on Danny Elfman's level of whimsical, and I'm happy for that. Don't push it. But then it got a little bit more serious, and there were some parts where I was like, the operatic scores kicking in while the tornadoes come in, and I'm like, that's the original Twister right there, and I love it. I'm here for it. I would highly recommend seeing this in theaters. We tried to get my dad to go and see it because he loves the first one. I'm busy. Don't skimp out on this. You need to see this in theaters. It's amazing. Fun story, my dad, my mother, and my aunt went to go see the first one in theaters when I was only 3. Like, my grandma was watching me at the time. They said it was the most amazing experience they ever had in theaters, and I can believe that because it was like nothing we had ever seen before. That's going to do it for this video, guys. You've been watching Sharkcast Entertainment, and I've been your host, Brian Gatto. Make sure to like, comment, as well as share this video. Like my Facebook fan page and support me on Patreon. All the links will be in the description below. Also, hit the notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video. And as always, subscribe.